The coach. This is the NFL on EA's.
Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jaguars coming out for the first time, and it's Gardner Minshew leading the way. Gardner Minshew the second, to be precise. Minshew, the Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year a season ago. At Washington State, and he didn't get long to acclimate himself to the NFL. He was in there week 1 following the shoulder injury to Nick Foles, and he's acquitted himself quite well here in his short time at the reins. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Minshew throwing on 3rd down to Thompson on the screen. A huge play there on the screen pass. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. On second down, here's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he's got it. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Ready.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Down. 60 outlaw. Stay with your man. Locked in.
It's Jordan Wilkins here, second-year man from Ole Miss. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. On second down, it's Taylor. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody can run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys?
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Taylor. And he gets it inside the... .35 and just shy of the 30. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Taylor.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Leonard Fournette. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Minshew. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
50, play. Hey, high 7. Rock it.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, he'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
You ready? What? Squeeze. 6 guys.
On first down, it's Taylor. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second and 10, it's Minshew. That is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Got his man. It's Eifert. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a first and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. Here's the second and 7. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw. Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first and 10, Eason. He's got it to Hilton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. So we've come upon half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. 13 games going on here in this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Hines. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines, and he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Fournette, a first down carry. It was Matthew Adams who got him down on the defensive side.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Down, 60 Pittsburgh.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get this down to the 10. A solid chunk there, 15 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Minshew sets to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Defense.
His kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 14, Colts 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Well, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Colts.
They run with Taylor. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On 2nd down, it's Hines, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. They run again with Hines. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Sam on. Hey, Delta.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Off play action, it's Minshew. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Throwing on second down now, Minshew. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Minshew. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 36. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Indy. Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. On first down, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Eason. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Looking to throw. Eason, incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
On 4th down, Eason. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10 to Thompson on the draw. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
They've gone final now out in Kansas City. The Chiefs have added on. They're pulling away in that one. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So the Colts now down by 15, 24 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down.
Ready? Mike Bobo. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the wall.